What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is part 3 of the histrionic personality disorder, and it's our last area, and it's going to be about what are the best ways to deal with repressed emotions. So, previously to this video, I did Part 2 was what are the signs and symptoms of repressed emotions. So, I will put that in the link, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. So, number 1, be aware that you have a problem. The first step to resolving every problem, including this one, is accepting that the problem is real. There's nothing shameful about being an emotionally repressed person. Yes, it's a part of who you are, but it also brings you many troubles in connection to others, and especially in the relationship you have with yourself. So, the first thing you should do is face the truth and admit to yourself that sometimes you hold back your emotions. And even more importantly, admit to yourself that this is causing you problems. Remember that you're only human. So that's number 2. After you've acknowledged that the problem exists, it's time to start working on finding ways to resolve it. And the first step in doing this is accepting that you're only a human being, made of flesh and bone. You're not some superhuman, and you're more than allowed to have a bad day or to feel lousy, even without some special reason. Nobody will make fun of you for showing your vulnerable side, and the people who deserve a place in your life will never use your weaknesses against you. You deserve to have someone who can be your shoulder to cry on, and someone to hear you out when you need it. Sharing our vulnerabilities with people we trust is an important way that human beings bond and connect with one another. Find some you time. Let's face it, you can't share your feelings with the people close to you unless you become aware of them yourself first. This is the step I gotta take. So, what you need to do is acknowledge your emotions. Your feelings are real and they aren't going anywhere, as much as you try to chase them away. You've been allowing your feelings to pile up and have been trying to run away from them. But the only option you really have is to face your feelings and learn to deal with them effectively. The best way to do this is to find some you time. We all have busy lives, but remember, this is important for your physical and your mental health. So try your best to find some time to be alone with your thoughts. This is scary. This is a scary but essential thing to do. Take a few deep breaths, because you're about to face all your inner demons, and you might not even be sure what awaits you in the depths of your own personality. And when I'm talking about you time, I'm not saying that you should sleep, watch TV, read a book, listen to music, or scroll through social media. The key is shutting out everything and everyone that might catch your attention and that might drive your focus away from listening to yourself. Once you find that time, listen carefully to your inner voice. What is it telling you? What are the things that are hurting you the most? What is it that makes you happy? What are your fears? What are your craziest dreams and hopes which you don't have the courage to say out loud? Give yourself to each one of these questions and don't rush it. Think about these things thoroughly, because this is everything you've been running away from for as long as you can remember. Okay. The next one is learn to cry. Ugh. I don't like crying. I look ugly when I cry, so I hate it, and I just don't like it. It's uncomfortable. So I know you think that the fact that you never cry is a sign of bravery. You never break down, and even when you feel like you could cry, you pull it together and don't allow your tears to come to the surface. But that doesn't mean you're courageous. This only means that you're not brave enough to face your emotions. Ouch. Instead, you choose to run away from them. Let's face it. Sometimes you deal with things that should make every human being sad. And do you think all your repressed tears disappear? No, they don't disappear. They remain bottled up inside of you. And that's exactly why it's time for you to learn how to cry. Even when you don't feel like crying, make yourself cry. Oh my god. Really? Okay. Listen to this, guys. Think about a sad memory and let it consume you completely. Listen to a sad song that reminds you of someone you've lost. Force yourself to cry your heart out one way or another. Just do it. Nike, just do it. And when you start to cry, don't hold yourself back. Scream. If you feel like screaming, sob and let those tears out. No, you are not pathetic. And you are not a crybaby, you are just a human being. I really don't like crying. I really feel uncomfortable with that whole thing. And because I don't like to cry. I don't. It's like, I never always thought it was a sign of weakness to cry. That's what I learned when I was growing up. So it's going to take a lot to like undo that mindset, but we'll see. And this next one is learn to laugh. Oh, how nice. When you hold your emotions inside of you, you can't choose which of them to repress and which of them to express. I think I've had a pretty good control over that, but okay. Consequently, you forget to be happy as well because you try so hard not to show any feelings. The next thing you should learn to do is laugh without any specific reason. Think about something you know will put a huge smile on your face. Trust me, it'll make you feel much, much better. Don't ignore your emotions. Once you start facing your emotions, the worst thing you can do is get scared and start ignoring them all over again. Instead, accept your feelings as part of who you are and don't ever shut them down. When you feel like an emotional wreck, allow yourself to cry. There we are. When you're angry, allow yourself to be angry without endangering yourself or anyone around you. I'll try. And when you're happy, just be happy. Don't compare your feelings to those of others. Don't think about if you should be feeling something or if your emotions at any given moment are appropriate. Don't think about fitting into a box or acting socially appropriate. Just be your true self whenever you feel like it. Remember, nobody will judge you for it. And if they do, it only means that they don't deserve a place in your life. Don't judge yourself. Okay. Once you stop caring about others' opinions and judgments, it's time for you to stop judging yourself. Forget about everything you were taught as a child and stop considering yourself too weak for feeling. Instead, it's time for you to be proud of your strengths and the fact that you've gotten this far. After all, you've finally looked at all your inner demons straight in the eye. And you're ready to accept them or to fight them off. Either way, you finally come to this stage in which you're willing to deal with your emotions effectively. Okay, next one is be kind to yourself. The next step is handling your repressed emotions. The next step in handling your repressed emotions is being kind to yourself. Never treat yourself worse than you treat others. Remember how to observe your loved ones and how you've learned to recognize their emotions even when they aren't expressing them. Oh, that's a question. Remember how you observe your loved ones and how you've learned to recognize their emotions even when they aren't expressing them? You know how you're ready to do whatever it takes to put a smile back on someone's face when you see they're feeling low? So why aren't you treating yourself the same way? After all, you're the person you should love the most in this world, and the person you should treat with the most care. Next, find a trusting friend. Another thing that might help you in dealing with your repressed feelings is finding a person you can trust no matter what. I'm sure you already have that special someone in your surroundings, and you'd see it as well if you just pay attention. This person can be your other half, a family member, or your bestie. Let's just go with best friend. It's just important for them to be your friend in the true sense of the word. Even though you're the one who has to handle your emotions, the truth is that we're social beings, and it's always easier to share our troubles with someone who's willing to hear us out. Don't be ashamed of sharing your feelings with this special someone, because it'll make you feel better, and it'll serve as valuable practice for further verbalizing and expressing your emotions. Last one, guys, is be grateful. Finally, be grateful for having all these feelings. Be grateful that you've managed to uncover them and for being strong enough to confront them. Because this is the only path to complete emotional freedom. Don't think of any experience or emotion as negative. Instead, look at them as valuable lessons which shaped you to become the person you are today. Remember, feeling good and feeling bad are signs that you're human and that you're alive. Okay, guys, that is it for everything you need to know about histrionic personality disorder and how to deal with your repressed feelings. I love you guys so much, and thank you for all your support. And I will see you guys next time in my next video. And that is going to be more about borderline. So, I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.